This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, your host on Best Bets for Pets. So, what do you do when you have a fussy dog or cat and you want to spice up their food a little? But you have to be careful because they have sensitive stomachs. Well, my next guest has some great ideas, and I can't wait to introduce you to her. We'll be right back.
DINOVITE.com.
When we put him on the Dinovite, he took right to it. All of these symptoms disappeared.
Dinovite is nutrition.
If you want the dog to be healthy, you got to feed it something healthy.
Something that he actually likes to eat. You need to put him on Dinovite.
Dinovite for life.
If you love your dog, you don't just want him healthy, you want him to be happy.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I would like to introduce you to Heather Gibson. She is a rep from pawPairings Superfood. Welcome, Heather.
Thanks for having me, Michelle.
Well, I'm excited to have you on. And so let's talk a little bit. What is pawPairings Superfood? What kind of products do they have?
So pawTree is the name of the company. The pawPairings is one of our products. We have all kinds of holistic pet food, pet supplements. We also have a line of toys and treats. So it's just a wonderful all the way around company for anyone with a dog or a cat.
Okay, and I was saying it wrong. It's pawTree?
Yes.
What types, as far as holistic, is it mostly food items or do they have other products as well?
So they have dog food, they have cat food, cat wet food, and then they have a holistic wellness line where they have the pawPairings is one of them. They have an intestine support, wild salmon oil, allergy support, joint support, all the kinds of things that, you might need for a pet. We have a calming chew that's all natural. We have brain drops for senior dogs. We have bladder support for cats or dogs. We have hairball support for cats, dental sticks for dogs, skin support for dogs, flea and tick spray, and ear wash and dry for dogs and cats. And again, they're all really great non-chemical products.
That's good to know because in my experience, you never know what you're going to come across with a fur babe. It's just, you never know. I mean, it's sometimes you have a dog or cat and, they live their life. They don't really get sick. They're fine. And that's wonderful. But then you have some like Mr. Z has gotten a lot of things. And if there's an allergy or something going around, he's probably going to end up with it because he's just like that kind of a dog. I don't know why. And so it's good to hear that pawTree makes things that are, holistic and made for sensitive dogs so that they don't have a lot of the chemical ingredients that a lot of dogs, just like people, have issues with, are allergic to, and sometimes we don't even know it. Do you have any idea how we would maybe know if our dog's allergic to something or is bothered? I know you're not a vet, but is bothered by something?
Right. And again, I'm not a vet, so this is just from my personal experience. And I have worked, in a kind of a professional capacity with cats and dogs. And I am a breeder, so I have worked with cats for a long time. And the result of finding this product was actually based off of just a search for a better food and a better product. It's really hard to tell if a pet has an allergy to a specific thing. A lot of times you have to do an elimination diet where you take one thing out at a time and try and figure out what it is. We have pets that have seasonal allergies. We have pets that have food allergies. And there's so many things that it could be just like with people that it can be quite a process. If someone has a pet that they suspect is on has some kind of an allergic reaction, I would have them look at their pet food label and just go through it and kind of see where things are at. With any pet food, a whole protein source is the number one ingredient in that food. That protein is what they need to grow and, be the best that they can be. And if you see a pet food with corn as the first ingredient or something that's not just, duck, chicken, turkey, something like that, then I would definitely switch.
Great suggestions. And we talked in the beginning about, or I mentioned as an intro to the show, about some ways to, add some jazz to your fur babe's food, so your dog or cat's food, without, bothering their stomach. How in the world can we do that? Because I know switching food, you have to go through a whole process, and sometimes once you switch, it's not a good idea, and then it's hard on them because our fur kids, they like repetition, they like the same food, although they do love table scraps, so they like the idea of something a little different, sometimes. So
yeah.
What do you have for us?
So we have an amazing and fairly unique product called pawPairings. We have 10 different flavors for them. They're based off of a freeze-dried protein source. For example, our chicken liver main ingredients is freeze-dried chicken liver. But then we put in freeze-dried fruits and vegetables. It's got vitamins and minerals and antioxidants in it. But it's just a great way. If you've got a picky pet that isn't great at eating, this is a fabulous solution. If you've got someone that's just not feeling great, it's a great solution. Or if you just want to give your pet a little bit of a celebration with their dinner, we feed them the same thing every day. Scraps, they like something different. So this is a great way to jazz it up. They come in bottles that look like herbs, and you just pop, what I do is I pop open the ones that I have a few, and I put them down for my pet to smell. And when they stop on one and seem really excited about that smell, that's what I put on their food. And it's funny because they do switch. So it's a great way to give them variety, to give them some extra protein, which has a lot of great things in it for them. Right now with what's going on with the FDA, people are looking at having enough taurine in their food for that heart health. Protein, freeze-dried protein, is a great source of natural taurine. So it's got a lot of health benefits to it too, but then it's just really fun to jazz up what your pets are eating.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and we're going to talk more about pawPairings. We'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back, right after we kibble a little with our sponsors.
Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here. These last couple of months with the COVID-19 pandemic have been so tough. I am so glad I had Mr. Z with me. So I decided to reward him. I got him a Kong box subscription. Well, we just got our first box, and he was right near me when I opened it, so I could show him everything inside. Let me tell you, party time in a box for your pooch. The box comes with, first of all, you get 2 great Kong toys. Kong, those super durable toys that have been around. They've been making them since 1970. They are amazingly durable, great for chewers or bored dogs because you can put the little treats inside the Kong toy and your dog is entertained for hours. So in the Kong box, you get the 2 great toys, you get 3 delicious treats, and 2 recipes or tips delivered monthly or every other month. And for all of my listeners, I have a great offer for you. Now, for a limited time, go to kongbox.com/bestbets and get your first box free with your subscription and donate $1 to Best Friends Animal Society to help other dogs in need. So again, just go to kongbox.com/bestbets. Now, you can cancel anytime on your subscription for a really small fee, but I don't think you're going to want to cancel. The value is just amazing. So kongbox.com/bestbets. And hey, Mr. Z says, happy chewing.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking to Heather Gibson. She is a rep for pawTree, and they have a line of great products called pawPairings. And now these are what we just talked about, were the Superfood Seasonings.
Yes.
What are the types of flavors? Is there like a chicken flavor, a turkey flavor? Does it work like that? Or
Yeah. So we have chicken liver, turkey, duck, just regular chicken, salmon, beef, ocean fish. And then we have 3 that are blends, like our Asian blend, our Mexican blend, and our Italian blend.
because everybody's, it's audio, and we'll let everybody know where they can go to the, as far as the site to see everything. But does it look like, I don't know, some like shaker seasoning that you put on your...
Yeah.
Ah.
It does. It looks a lot like what my cinnamon, spice comes in, or my oregano, or, if you go to the store and you're looking in the spice rack aisle, it looks a lot like that. In fact, funny story, my sister had some at her house and her roommate cooked with it because she thought it was people food, which it definitely is people grade. So it wasn't a problem, but yeah.
That's funny. And I like the fact that you have, Asian, Italian, Mexican. So, if you're having Italian tonight, so can your pooch, right? They like it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Besides just adding a little variety to, your dog's diet, and they're good for cats too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So besides just adding variety to your dog or cat's diet, what are the other, benefits that your fur babe will get from this seasonings?
Yeah, so the pawPairings, as I mentioned, they do have antioxidants in it. It does help with lower energy pets if they, are mid. It also helps boost their immune system, and then again, just helps cure that picky pet syndrome.
Okay, well, I think it's a great idea, and it's a lot better than, table scraps, much healthier, and it's just better. So how would somebody add this to the diet? Because a lot of people listening, have problems with, well, my dog is used to eating this, or my cat is used to eating this. If I start adding something different, maybe, I don't know, will they get sick? Will it bother their stomach? What will happen? So how should somebody, a pet parent, go about adding this to their dog's diet or cat's diet?
Right. So if you have any allergies, obviously you'd want to read the label and make sure that you're avoiding that. If you've got a chicken allergy, stay away from the chicken. And then another great way is to just sprinkle a teeny bit on top of their food. So you're introducing just a small sample, and that will help you see if it's going to cause any kind of a reaction. I haven't ever seen a reaction, and I probably have, a couple hundred people that use pawPairings, and they've just been a fabulous tool for a lot of people for different things. So yeah, I would just say try it. And then, of course, if you know that you're allergic to anything, avoid what they're allergic to.
Okay, that's a great idea. And is there, like you said, sprinkle a little, then sprinkle? What's the maximum you should add to your dog's food? Because this is kind of like a seasoning in a sense. What do you say, a tablespoon, teaspoon?
Yeah. So the directions on the bottle say half a teaspoon for every 10 pounds. So it doesn't take a lot. It kind of mixes in with the food to really give them a great treat with their dinner.
Okay, well, that sounds like a great way to add some jazz to your pet's diet and give them something even more to look forward to, come around dinner time. What other items does pawPairings have? Are there treats? Is there regular food besides just the seasoning?
Yes, so we have fabulous treats. Our treats are all freeze-dried or dry roasted. They're very limited ingredients, so they're basically freeze-dried raw, which are fabulous for your pets. A lot of the treats out there today have a ton of fillers in them that are not. I love their treat line. Their food line is great. They've got 4 different dry cat food flavors, 5 different dry cat food flavors, and 4 canned foods. And then the dogs, they have 12 flavors of dog food. Some grain-free, some with healthy grains. Every dog is different. We actually have a free pet consult that you can do. It's really quick to do online, and you put in your pet's information, and it recommends what you should be getting for your pet. So that's a great tool.
Well, it sounds wonderful, and I'm sure everyone listening is thinking, this sounds great. This sounds like something fun that, I could do with my pet. And, we're recording this interview in 2020. I don't know when it will be posted, probably sometime in June, but we're probably thinking, this might be a great treat for once we start going back to, whatever the new normal will be, and we won't be around our pets, 24/7 like most of us are that are working from home. So something nice to do for your pet because you're going to be leaving them alone more than they've gotten used to you for what is this, day 60 or 50 something or something like that. So
something crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think about that idea?
I think that's a great idea. Probably your pets may experience some separation anxiety. We've got some great supplements for that. I would recommend our product called Chillax. It's a product that has hemp seed oil in it, but it's also got valerian and lavender and some other great herbs that just really round the product out nicely. It's a soft chew. Most dogs eat it easily. With cats, I do put it in their wet food because cats tend to be a little more picky. But it's fabulous, and that can really help with that transition, any kind of transitions, going to the vet, thunder. It's good with motion sickness. So a lot of great supports for that.
All great ideas and great suggestions. Thank you, Heather. Now, where can we buy it?
My link is mypetpower.com. So if you go to mypetpower as an independent rep, then I get credit for the sell there. But I'm willing to offer your listeners a special deal. If they go to Pet Health Consult, there'll be that online pet profile that I mentioned, and I will send out a free sampling of pawPairings for them if any of them go in and fill it out to the end. And then I'll get notified, and I'll reach out to them and make sure I get their information so I can get them out a sample.
Okay, wonderful. And then for everyone that's listening, if you missed some of that or you're driving or exercising or something, then it'll also be on the page for this show. So you just go to Pet Life Radio, Best Bets for Pets, and the information will be right there. So it's all there for you. So Heather, you mentioned a consult. So if you can explain what that is, and you mentioned just a couple minutes, so how that's beneficial to the pet parent and to the pet, and also as far as what happens if your dog doesn't like it or your cat doesn't like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So pawTree is a completely customizable program. They really want to individualize it for you. So the pet consult, the initial part will be just 5 minutes. The questionnaire was designed by veterinarians and an animal nutritionalist with a PhD. And so they really give you very specific suggestions to what you're experiencing with your pet. That's how all of pawTree is. One of the cool things, too, is you can get your dog or your cat's picture on your bag of food, on every bag of food for free. And the company has a 100% money-back guarantee. So if anything goes wrong with any of your foods, your pets don't like it, whatever, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And within 90 days of purchasing, you can reach out and get all your money back. So it's fabulous guarantee.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Sometimes as much research as you do, you still have these dogs or cats. And in my world, my dog is much more finicky than the cat. So that's a great guarantee. And it says a lot about the company because it tells you that they really believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's funny that your dog is more finicky. Usually with customers I work with, I see more that are picky. But yeah, all that's on that website, Pet Health Consult. And again, I'll offer a free sample of pawPairings if you fill out that online consult. It takes about 5 minutes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Heather, thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets. And stay safe. And hopefully we'll all be, back to whatever the new normal will be sometime soon. So wishing you some safe days for you and your family. And thanks again for coming on Best Bets for Pets.
Thanks, Michelle. Great to be here.
What a great show. I know I say that all the time, but I really like Heather. We did a show once before, and she's just such a great guest. Got to try pawTree, and there's a great offer so you can get a little, sampling at no charge and just fill out the little dog profile. How easy is that? And we'll have all the info on PetLifeRadio.com. Go to Best Bets for Pets. Go to this show page, and there'll be all the info so you can, and the link that you can go to Heather's site and fill out the doggy profile. And I'd like to thank Heather for coming on Best Bets for Pets. Thanks to everybody listening. thanks to my crew, Mr. Z and Nikki and Charlotte and Molly and Dennis, Mouthful, and Sammy and Jethro and Jazz. Yep, full house. And hey, if by any chance you have a question, a comment, or you forgot or whatever, you can reach me. Best way is Instagram, at Michelle Fern Pet. You have suggestions for best pets for pets? At Michelle Fern Pet. Suggestion for Catitude, my other show? At Michelle Fern Pet. And that's it. It's Michelle with 2 L's, so at Michelle Fern Pet. And I'd love to hear from you. So until then, oops, I almost forgot. How could I forget this? And a huge thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great. Now, stay safe, everyone. I don't know when you're going to be listening to this, but, you know, this pandemic, unfortunately, is not going away. So stay safe, everybody, and keep listening because we'll have a lot more great shows coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.